But so listen, so his arm's hanging off, and he's laying down fire in Benghazi, Libya, in a faraway land. And then in your hometown across the street, you're hearing gunshots. You grab a handful of bullets and run out of your house barefoot with an AR-15.
No shoes on. No tactical gear.
That's why Mark Geist looked at you walking up. He said, hey, that's the real hero. He said, I got paid. I love my country. I was trained to do that. That guy just acted in a split second.
Well, I want to say, when you talk about bravery, I want to talk about a little bit about the people in the church. You know, Julie Workman, she's a trained nurse. And after the shooter left the church, Julie Workman got up and started administrating first aid to the people that were in the church. She was shot twice.
Wow.
And she got up and she started administrating first aid. Gunny, and that's all I know him by. He's a retired Marine. There it is again, a Marine, one of the United States' finest. Was shot several times. He was shot in the gut, and that's a painful shot. And he's barking orders, telling people his training kicked in, and he's telling people what they needed to do to save each other. He couldn't stand himself, but he was doing it. He was barking orders. He was making sure people knew what was going on. We're talking about people like David Colbath. David Colbath got shot 8 times. And I'm going to I need this to be out there too. Just because you're shot, just like that man, just because you're shot doesn't mean you're out. David Colbath walked into the church. After being shot 8 times, he has recovered enough. He walked back into the church, and he travels around from church to church in the nation talking about God's glory and mercy for him. Zach got shot 8 times in the torso, and that didn't count the rounds that went through his arms and his feet. And he walked back into the church. We got 5-year-old Rylan, 5-year-old kid in the church. He got shot 5 times. He was dead on the table once or twice, and they revived him. And the other day he was at church, and he's got his walking stick. And everybody's like, oh, poor Rylan. And then he picks up the walking stick and runs across it. It's like, take that stick away from that kid. He doesn't need it. You know?
And he lost some of his family members, right?
Yes. His stepmother and his sister, they both died. Julie Workman's son got shot in the back. He's paralyzed from the waist down. The NRA brought him here, but he had to leave because the groundbreaking at the church is this weekend. And he is the praise ministry leader of the church. Every Sunday, he's up on stage playing his guitar and singing praises to God.
It's amazing.
Steve, Jesus Christ saved them. He needs messengers. And he needed those people out there just like you.
And his sister-in-law, she was running the sound booth. She got shot 3 times in the leg. And she's back running the sound booth at the church.